Good morning. It is 11:44 a.m. on May the 20th, 2026. I am Miss Kim with Miss Kim's Tarot and Tearoom.com. I wanted to give the couple of aspects that we had today. So the moon has been in Cancer. It went now is void of course at 9:27 a.m. And the sun is going to go into Gemini tonight at 8:37 p.m. And then the moon will go into Leo at 10:48 p.m. So sun in Gemini, and then later today we're going to have moon in Leo. So let's think about how this is going to go. So you got a sun in Gemini, and then you got the moon in a fire sign. So you're going to have air adding to fire. So just keep that in mind. And what happens when wind blows fire? So I'll let you figure that one for yourself. So the moon will be conjunct in Jupiter. And that is going to cause optimism, idealistic, more lightheartedness, which is good. And then we have the moon sextiling the sun at 10:57 p.m. So there could be gain through more work. You might have more people who, all of a sudden want you to help them with certain things, and you can make some extra money. I was talked to by my intuition, my spiritual guides, about fairness. And I know some of you are really noticing what's going on in the world stage, and it has created some tension within certain people who are trying to do the right thing and have integrity, and they have a moral standard, and they see when they are trying to do things the right way, and they're having to struggle. And then other people come along that just do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, and they seem to be prospering. And I was told that this is for the audience where they feel hopeless about the situation, where they're not willing to compromise their integrity to be prospered short term, and for you not to feel hopeless, and also for the people that are being wrongly accused for things that other people have actually done to them. This is another thing that is going to be adjusted very soon in your life. So we've got prospering, taking shortcuts, people who are doing that and not having moral integrity, and the way they line their wallets will be adjusted and fixed karmically. And then we have people who are basically being victimized, and the people that are doing the victimizing are the ones that are being believed. So that is going to be something that is going to be corrected, if it's not already in the works now. And this is something spiritually and energetically that is going on right now. And I'm being told for you not to feel frustrated or hopeless, and that you can hand this over. And when you do hand this over, this is when you're going to see the results. And even with the possibility that you may witness what happens. But don't hold on to being a witness of having, the justice, because the best thing to do, as they say, living well is the best revenge. But the best thing is not having revenge at all, because the person or people who are doing those things to you are tormented people. They're tormented souls. They're baby souls. And baby souls are here right now on the earth because this certain group of that were children that came in that are now young adults are system busters, and they are doing their job, but the people prior to them who have lived their lives on tradition and respect for authority and things like that, and the hierarchy that controls those things, they're at odds with each other. So there's simultaneous things going on, and there's also powers right now that are trying to break down systems that have been in place forever, to keep us safe and connected, so that we will be vulnerable to what comes next. I just want you to know that. But I'm also being told that this is not going to continue much longer, and just to don't become disheartened or hopeless. So I thought I gave you a little astrology today, and I thought I'd do a little reading, and I'm going to work with the What's the Tea deck because I really like this. It's something that I haven't really worked with before, and I like the little add-ins that it gives. But I just wanted to do a 10-card spread for today, the 20th of May. And one thing that's coming up is, and that popped out, so we got to talk about it. Somebody is watching what you're doing, and they're interested in your comings and goings. And it's also showing there's somebody that may have an issue not being able to let go. Sometimes that's a material thing. Sometimes that has to do with, I just can't let go of what happened, so I'm going to continue to torment you and hold a grudge for eternity. And so do what you will. You have to tell that person, off you go. You go ahead over there with that negative energy. I'm going to be over here doing my life. So yes, there's possibility that you've got people who are interested to the point of spying or doing background checks, but also just being nosy, like a nosy neighbor. And then you've got somebody over here who just does not want to let go. And so that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. You, like I said, living well is your best revenge, but the best revenge is no revenge. So what is it that the collective consciousness needs to hear today to help it on a spiritual level or any other level? Let's see. So it is saying that finances are better, and that these things are starting to untangle is the word I'm hearing. That some things that have been tangled and very messy is now starting to straighten itself out because the flow's starting to come back. And then it is saying that there could be new opportunities for business growth. So somebody might come to you and have a business opportunity, but it also says somehow it's going to pull on your heartstrings in some way, or cause you an emotional pull in some way. It is saying that you may be dealing with things having to do with sadness, anxiety, sorrow, sometimes illness. But normally when it is the swords, it's on a mental level. So mental illness to the point of depression, or anxiety, or ruminating thoughts and things like this, where you go over and over again. Remember, this is going to fix itself, and the more you let go of it, the faster that it's able to do that. And here it's saying that what you're actually willing to work with that's going to be in your favor is delays in activities. So that time span that things are not getting off the ground is actually working in your behalf. And then here it's saying things from the past may be coming up to be addressed on an emotional level for you, maybe even to the point of looking at things differently, of how you saw things and kind of flipping the script to make more sense of it. So that's something. And also, it could mean someone literally from the past comes back around. And that is something that you have to deal with if that's the case, if you're willing to go around that mountain with them again. It is showing that love energy is coming in, attraction, beauty, vitality, all those great feelings that go along with love, real love, and the kind that's just attractive love. The sacred and profane is what it's written in the actual tarot. So, the other thing is home life. This is 2 or 3 days in a row that I've pulled this in the same position. Is going to stabilize. You're going to start to feel peace in your home. The right relationships come in. People wanting to support you. You want to support them. It's reciprocal. It's not transactional kind of energy. Yay! That makes me happy. And this is showing, I can't believe this. These two guys show up together again of somebody trying to spy and want to know your business. So it's coming from another source. It's not you. It's externally happening. And then it's showing somebody that just does not want to let go of whatever it is. What a sad place to be in life for people that are there. And then it shows carrying burdens in the hopes and fears position. But remember, whenever this card shows up, the number one key indicator is start to examine what belongs to you and what you started to carry for other people. Your load becomes lighter and you're able to manage and handle things easier. And then here we have something significant with the fire sign male, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This man is a fair person, but if it's energetically, it's fairness. It's taking care, what do they call it? When lions, their whole family. So it's basically taking care of the whole pride. That's what the word is. And that this person that takes care of their loved ones and the people that they're responsible for cares for them greatly. And this person or energy is very animated, which is so interesting because this is really Leo energy, even though it can be the energy of other fire signs. Leos love their children. They love creativity. They love to have fun. Gambling is, in the Leo house in astrology, with creativity and children. So, and we today are going to be in the moon in Leo. So it's very interesting that this shows up. So we have that going on. Somebody's looking after us and we're looking after our pride as well. And that's good to know that you've got support on every level. And if you don't, it's time to start seeking your tribe who has your back, because we are living in a time that you need to make sure that the people that you are around is trustworthy and that they do have your back. So what's the tea? And I'm just going to say, what is it that the collective needs to pay attention to during this time? Maybe this one will be a timeless message. We'll make it a timeless message. So the first thing that I got is the screenshot, caught in 4K, receiving receipts, facts over feelings. Your guess is as good as mine. And then we have fishing for comments. Ugh, there's nothing that annoys me more. So it looks like we've got some people who need attention here. And then it shows always partying, shots every weekend, no time. Let's see, no time for you. Party first, love later. So guard against being on a superficial level in life right now. Have a good time, but also realize that there are things going on under the surface. that are really moving things for you and around. And sometimes attention isn't always good attention. You know, like I've got 2 dogs, and my dog that I've had the longest, he's starting to see the one that's the shortest is getting attention for her bad behavior, so he's starting to pick up on that. So sometimes people go with bad behavior is just to get attention as well as good attention. I say don't be addicted to the attention, and quietly behind the scenes do what you need to do, because that's where the magic is. So I'm going to leave it at that. My name is Miss Kim, and I am with Miss Kim's Tarot and tearoom.com. If you are interested in booking or have any questions, I'm going to leave the information where you can be able to contact me. And I hope that you have a nice day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.